The Southampton, Bill. I was trying to think of the name of the port where we left to go to France.
Oh, yes.
And I couldn't think.
Southampton, it's just country.
Yeah, right. Well, I better get in there and get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to just settle down a bit, we're not going to have a service where Charlene's just coming in the back. Todd, if you would go. So, while Mr. Allen is talking to you, it is okay for photographers to look at these two Wingfield brasses, but he will explain where the Wingfield brasses are. That those two are not Wingfield, but we mentioned those, they were thought to be for many years, and can also explain what has been done with our money. I'm going to step aside because I don't like being on video, so I duck underneath.
Sorry.
Mr. White is a good-looking chap. Why doesn't he want to be on video? Better looking than I am, and younger. It's really very nice indeed to see you all. It is an important church from your point of view because it's very much a Wingfield church, and there are many memorials to the Wingfields and the Nortons, of course, because they're all very connected, as you know. Now, I'm no great historian, I'm afraid, but I have been fairly germane in restoring this church in the last 12 years, because it was in quite a poor state. But our problem is we have a very small population, and so raising the money to do these things. We've had some help from you, for which we're very grateful. We've managed to help ourselves quite considerably too. Those of you who weren't here last time, which is most of you I think, would be perhaps interested to know that when we decorated this place some 3 or 4 years ago, we discovered that Norman arch. Now, nobody knew it was there. So when we break up so you can walk around, have a good look at that, because it's been hidden for many, many centuries. They think it was the arch. When you look at it, you'll see the floor level is much below the one we're at now. And I think there were steps from it. We think that this was an archway to the lower cloister. There was a double cloister on that wall on the outside when this was a priory. So that's a great discovery, and we were very thrilled with that. What we have done in the last 2 years, and Sir Jocelyn doesn't know about this, so you'll be interested, that shield, the previous times people have been here, they've hardly been able to see what was on it. And we've got a company from London to very carefully clean it. I won't say restore it because not a bit of paint has been added. That is all medieval colour work. And we're very pleased with that because it now does look something. And one of the things that I find interesting, because as you well know, a lot of your family monuments were lost. I think you were very careless at the time of the Civil War. I think you backed the wrong side. I think the Wingfields decided that Cromwell was the boy. So when the king was restored, they went a bit out of favour. So this end of it, they rather, I think, became not as well off as they were. So that all these magnificent monuments gradually faded away. So we've got lots of remnants, and this is one of them. Now, if you want to see what it was like in the 18th century when some of them were still standing, there's a picture on that wall there behind the door, which again, once you're circulating, you can see. That's a picture of the church in the 18th century when there was a choir beyond that window, and was in ruins and the roof was off, you will still see these magnificent monuments. Now you will see that shield there. You'll see those two figures at the back, which are not actually Wingfields. I think you'll see where they were on Great Big Tomb. So that you can perhaps see lots of things that we've found that are in position in that picture. Anyway, that's that. These brasses, of course, are Wingfields and very famous brasses. And you'll find lots of inscriptions here that are worth reading. We've got we've got a visitor's book we'd like you to read. That's a sign, if you will. We've got some postcards and some books. Now, here is a lovely painting of this, a reproduction of a painting of this church, done by a very famous local artist named Paula Tossetti, and she's kindly got 12 of these reproduced, so the first 12 to get them, I guess, get them. But you're rather more than we can cope with our machinery, but do help yourself to one of those. And I think, really, apart from, I've got to make an apology for Richard Addington, our clergyman, because he was called away late last night on urgent family business. He's got to go to the airport first thing, so that he just couldn't be here, but he was actually distraught that he couldn't meet you because he's been looking forward to it for some time. So I give you his apologies. Once again, thank you for coming. Do take your cameras, walk around, take what photographs you like, have a good evening, and we do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good. That's lovely. Oh, good. Thank you very much.
Henry north of Laxfield, our Migorous, and Elizabeth, his wife, daughter of Anthony Wingfield, Baronet, 1674 to 1906. I think there's a brass to these same two in Mildenhall, that airfield we drove past.
We're afraid. Afraid she might get it to me.
Descendants, right?
Yeah.
Laura, I have one of these and I've already put in. I got it.
Thank you very much. if you find it's William. They got you thinking that it might go down that far. It's only 5 generations.
Always record the floor.
But I mean, I don't do it on purpose. My camera's usually down.
Actually, it's nice to see all the brasses that were there.
Yeah. You're right, I never thought about that. I just more or less, I know Allison was kind of looking through mine the night before last and she says, oh, you have the ground and the grass.
Right.
That I didn't mean to do
Good
that.
shot, Mom.
Because it's so close to all of them.
These guys on our website.
I'm taking it with and without that, this thing, and taking the one.
But that's an interesting.
Yeah, well,
Bill, I was trying to tell you that where we went out on that trip was Southampton.
Partnership within this society. I mean, obviously we have to pay
Yeah.